الو.
Yeah, hi.
مرحبتين، الله يسلمك. خلاص تمام، انا بيكل.
So, excuse me, we'll be starting in just a minute. Keep up a few more minutes to join in case they're running late. Okay, excuse me. Thank you everybody for attending the presentation today. My name is Walter Hall. I'm the systems librarian at Khalifa University. I'm based at the Habshan building in the Habshan Library. If you ever need anything, you can contact me about any of these kind of things, and we'll have some more information at the end about how to get a hold of us if you have questions. We're going to talk about LinkedIn Learning today. If at any point in time you have a question about something, please do stop me and ask me. Raise your hand, put it in the chat, unmute yourself and ask. It's fine. Any questions you have at all, just let me know. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about today, the agenda. So what is LinkedIn Learning first? What are the components of it? How do they relate to each other? How do you log in? One of the most important things. How do you find courses of interest to you? How do you manage your content? And what kind of certifications are involved in the system? So let's get started. LinkedIn Learning was founded as lynda.com back in 1995. It was bought by LinkedIn in 2015, which was then bought by Microsoft in 2016. So in the end, it is a Microsoft product now at this time. It is connected to LinkedIn.com, but it is not the same thing as LinkedIn.com. So sometimes it gets confusing, and I'm always going to try to make sure I keep the two separate because there are some things where they could work together and some things where they are not together. So I'm going to try to make sure I explain carefully what's going on. What it is a video learning system. It has over 13,000 courses that are in many different languages. They're focused on different areas like business, creative, like photography, Illustrator, things like that. Technology, so you can learn about using software and writing programs using databases. It's free for everybody who is a KU community member. So basically, if you can use the single sign-on, you can use LinkedIn for free. There's various components about it. The courses are made up of videos, so courses, and then there's learning paths. So videos are the smallest part of the collection. Videos make up courses, so each course is made up of many, many videos, depending on how long the course is. Some of the courses are less than an hour, so the videos, may only have, say, 5 to 10 videos. Some of them are 7 or 8 hours long, and so they may have hundreds of videos. The videos are usually short, bite-sized videos of, 2 to 10 minutes, depending on the topic they're covering. So you could do a little bit at a time, or you can sit through the entire thing. A group of courses together can make what's called a learning path. The learning paths are all about things that are related. So if you want to say a learning path is more goal oriented, so you may say, I want to become a web developer. And so you choose a learning path that includes a bunch of courses that are going to give you all the information that will make you that. So all the courses are grouped together into a learning path. And then every one of those things can be put into a collection that either we can make up, you can make up yourself, they can be made up by someone else. So you can go to a collection and get all this information of these different kinds of things. This will kind of make more sense as we go when we do the demonstration, I hope. Okay, so to log into the system, it can be slightly different if you're a student or a faculty member, but if you're a student, then you can go to linkedin.com/learning. Turn on my laser pointer. And when you go there, it's going to ask you to log in using your KU email address. It's important that you use your KU email address because that's how it knows to associate you with Khalifa University. It authenticates using the single sign-on server that you use for everything else, for email and the university's intranet site and everything else. If you do not have an account, it creates one for you automatically. Like I said, everyone is allowed to access this for free. So that if you don't have an account, we just create one for you on the fly automatically as soon as you log in. You can connect your LinkedIn Learning account to your LinkedIn.com account. Okay. So you do not have to have a LinkedIn.com account to use LinkedIn Learning. But if you want to, you can connect the two together. And if you do that, then you get access to some extra features. And we're going to talk about those in a minute. But just so you know, you do not have to connect the two. You can choose to do so. And if you do, then they are connected and then you can do some things. Okay. So the login process, this is the way it looks. This is the linkedin.com/learning page. This is the default landing page. You have the sign on button here. When you click on that, then it will take you to this page and it will ask you to enter the email address for your organization. Again, this is our KU email address. You type that in, you hit continue. If you're a staff member, it's going to give you probably something that looks like this. You can just pick Khalifa University if you want, or you can pick one of these government academy ones. If you're not a student, I don't think you get these things. I think it just takes you directly to the single sign-on server. If you're already logged into the single sign-on server, then you'll even bypass this. But if you're like I'm using here an account that's not signed in yet, then you'll get to the single sign-on. Every one of us has used this. You enter your username, you enter your password, you use the multi-factor authentication tool to enter the numbers that it gives you and to approve. And then once you have done all that, then you are logged in. It knows who you are because you use the single sign-on and it gives you all the information that you need to authenticate. So that's the only method to do if you're a faculty or a student. If you're a student, this is the only way to do it. Okay. You can also do this if you're a staff member or a faculty member. If you are a staff member or a faculty member, there's a second option you can use to log in, which is to go to this URL, which is learn.adsg.gov.ae login index.php, and use the UAE pass method to log into it. And if you do, again, your account is created automatically if you don't have one. If you do use this method, then you also get access to Coursera classes. And again, those are also free. So either one of these will work. It takes you to the exact same place in the end. So in that sense, it doesn't matter, but you get to choose which one you want to do. If you do use the staff interface to log in, once you've logged in, just click the digital library, and then you can click here to access LinkedIn Learning and click here to access Coursera. Okay. There is a mobile application you can use. It is available on both iOS and Android. To use this, you do have to have a personal LinkedIn account. So if you want to use the mobile app, you have to create a LinkedIn.com account if you don't already have one, and connect your LinkedIn account to your LinkedIn Learning account. I'm going to show you how that works in a minute, but if you want to do that, that's how you have to do that to use the mobile application. If you do use the mobile application, you can actually download the courses so that you can view them or listen to them if you're offline, or if you don't want to use, your data, say while you're driving your car or whatever, and you want to listen to the course. Don't watch the course while you're driving, please, but you can listen to them, of course. So if you want to do that, you can download them and then listen to them offline. If you do want to use the LinkedIn Learning app, if you do a search for LinkedIn, there's a LinkedIn Learning app and a LinkedIn app. Make sure that you do the Learning app and not the LinkedIn app. You can use the LinkedIn app if you want, that's fine, but it doesn't give you access to LinkedIn Learning. So you do have to access the LinkedIn Learning app and download that if you want to access LinkedIn Learning. So I did a screen capture, or a screen recording, I should say, of how it works when you're logging in. So let me try and play this. Okay, so you go to, it's going a little faster than I thought. So when you load it the first time the app, it's going to ask you to sign in. It's basically the same as before. It's going to say it wants you to log in. It's going to take you, I did not mean you to restart. I just want you to pause. Okay. I apologize. Okay. So you use your KU email address to log in. You go to pick, again, whichever one of these you want. If you're a staff member, it will authenticate you to make sure that you are logged in, and then it will take you to the home page. So when you're logged in, you can see it's got these tabs down here at the bottom. If you've already started a course, you want to go to My Learning, and that will show you the courses that you have in process. If you just click on one of these courses like this one here, this is a course I'm kind of in the middle of at this time. Then you click on it, you can play the video, you can maximize it, you can make it appear either way by using the normal kind of controls, kind of similar to YouTube of play, go back, go forward, minimize, maximize. You have full control. You can actually download the course by clicking on the download here, and if you do that, it'll ask you if you want to download the whole thing. You can always click on the contents to see the individual videos and quizzes that are part of the thing. So you can click on any individual video that you want to see. You can actually download individual videos if you want, instead of downloading the entire course. And you can even take the quizzes in the app by clicking on the quiz and just clicking Start Quiz. It'll ask you the question, and then you just flip through the questions and pick the one that you think is the correct answer. You can also do the overview of the course to see all the information about the course, who's teaching it, the things that are related to it, and all the information, the same as you can on the full site. Right. So when you're logged in, you're going to see this kind of a page. It's going to show, it looks slightly different than this because they've updated it very recently. But you can see courses that it thinks that you're that should be applied to you, that it's going to suggest to you. For example, it's going to say if you saved anything, it's going to show you that. It's going to give you the chance to search for things, and we're going to show you this when we do the live demo. You can always come back to this page of the home page. You can see things that you have saved in your library, which are things that everything that you've done, things that you're in the process of taking, things that you have completed, things that you've saved. You can always go to the content and see what content is in there. And we're going to go ahead and do the live demo now, so you can see all this. And again, if you have any questions at any point in time, please just let me know. So I have already logged in here, so you can see this is my homepage. It's going to show me things that are in progress that I've started. So again, this is the video that I showed you at the mobile app where I'm in the process of taking this course. You can control the videos here by doing full screen and pausing, going back, going forward, going to the next video. The table of contents are over here on the left. Again, you can jump to any video that you want. If you've missed it, if you want to redo a video, you just click on it again. It'll restart the video and start playing that. It knows where you left off, so that if you just relaunch, if you pause it, close it, and then come back to it later, it just picks up where you left off. One of the nicer things about this is if you turn on the transcript, if you notice, it'll show you the text being highlighted as it goes. And so this is the actual script of the video. And these are hyperlinked. So if you miss something and you want to go back to that point, if you just click on it, you can do jump to, and it'll go to that point of the transcript. You can see the whole transcript of this video is in here. You can go to the notebook and make notes for yourself if you want to about this, and type this information in here. There is an AI tool in here now that you can ask questions about. If you don't understand something, if you want more information about something, you can ask the question there. If you think something is especially useful, you can actually share it with somebody. So if you're a professor, you can actually assign it to your class, but you can also just share the video to say, hey, this is a really useful thing. This is covering something we talked about. This would be good to do. So that when you complete the course at the end, because this is a LinkedIn course, at the end of every course that LinkedIn has, it will give you a certificate to show. Here's the certificate. Every course will give you at least a LinkedIn Learning certificate to show that you've completed the course. If you connect your LinkedIn.com account to your LinkedIn Learning account, when you complete a course, it will automatically assign this course to your LinkedIn.com profile. So if you're doing a course about web development or something, and a recruiter is searching LinkedIn.com for people who have those skills, it's going to show up in your LinkedIn profile. So that can be useful. Some courses have more certifications than that, more than just the LinkedIn ones. If you go to this page, it'll show you all the certifications that are available. So if you click on Microsoft, these will show you courses that have certifications from Microsoft. So for example, this one right here has a professional certificate from Microsoft. If you click on the course, it will tell you what kind of certificate it's going to give you, tell you the information that's within it. Usually for these kind of courses, these kind of certificates, there is a test that you have to take at the end. So you take the course, you take the exam, and you get the certificate. And again, these certificates can be put on your LinkedIn profile, but you can also just print them out, save them as PDF files, do anything you want to with them because they're certificates that you've earned. If you want to search for courses on things, you can use this search box up here. So if you want to say, I want to learn Python, say for example. So if you just do a search for Python, It's going to give you, there's 8,000 results in Python that are available here. And so you can search through these. You can do more advanced searches by applying filters. So you can say, hey, I want a course in whatever language. So if you say, I want to take a course in French, not in English, by default it does English. Then, okay, it shows you courses that it has available in French. You can go back to English. You can say, I only want courses, or I only want learning paths. You can say, pick how long you want, say if you have a limited amount of time and I only want to take a course that's like 10 to 30 minutes, and I want things at the beginner level because I'm just a beginner, then you do that, and it's going to limit those things to that. So here's like a video that's 12 minutes long about the fundamentals of Python. So if you have a few minutes, at lunchtime that you want to just watch a video on about something, here's a good way to start on something. You can, for any course or any piece of material, you can save something, and then it will save it into your personal information. So when I go to my content here, everything that I've ever saved is here under save. So that course that I added just a minute ago should be the last thing on here. I may have saved that one before, I think. But whenever you save something, it will show up in here as something that you saved. Yeah, this has gone to 33 now, so it's in here somewhere. I'm not seeing it. So, well, it's in here somewhere. I'm just not seeing it. Okay. Everything that you're doing in progress, you can click here, and these are all courses that you've clicked on. So as soon as you click on a course, you basically are enrolling in it, and it will add it to here and start to put it in your thing. If you decide, hey, this is not something I actually want to do, I've decided I don't want to do this, then you can click on this and do remove, and it will remove it from your progress, and this will change down to 7 in a second. If you add skills that you're looking for, so if I did Python as an example earlier, if you add Python as a skill you're looking for, it will make suggestions. If you do web development as a suggestion, as a skill you're looking to develop, it'll add it into the list of suggested courses. If you say, I want to practice my drawing and become better at drawing, then it'll suggest courses in that. The newest feature that it's done is role play. So you can create a role play to say, I want to practice something that's work related. For example, one of the things is I want to practice pitching an idea to my boss. And it will let you practice that using role play, using AI to interact with you. So it's got, some other suggestions about, I want to give feedback on a presentation, and then it will give you feedback about how you are doing it. So like it'll say, hey, you said this, maybe it would be better if you said this. So you can practice any of these things if you feel like that's something you want to try to do. It does have some built-in ones that you can do as well, but you can, like I said, you can create your own role play at any point in time by just clicking on AI role play. That is a very quick summary of about 20 minutes, I guess, of how it works. It's really useful. It's helpful. It has a lot of great content in there on any of those kind of topics that we talked about, like business, creativity, and technology. So anything that you're wanting to learn about those kind of things, about time management, budgeting, accounting, programming, web development, photography, illustration, design, all those kind of things, all that information's in there. It's really useful to help you learn how to do those kind of things. And like I said, it's free, it's available, and it's there for you to use. So are there any questions that anybody has about any of this? Okay, you're welcome. If you don't have any questions, you're welcome to leave at any point in time. If you do have a question that you think of later, about any of this, or if you have any running problems logging in, you can please feel free to contact me at walter.hall@ku.ac.ae. And if not, I want to thank you all for attending. And I hope you found it useful, and I hope you have a great day and a great rest of the semester.